I tried to jot down some notes. Try to close. This is new for me, I'm riffing. When I thought about what I liked most about today and what I'm most excited about going forward, obviously it was all the great ideas you brought. And I will say I'm an eternal optimist, and I'm okay with that. I actually think if we get too pessimistic, we shut down. Most studies do fail. Science is hard. I don't interpret the Jones study as much of a failure as maybe I came across as interpreting it as this morning. I think it's really awesome that 75% of our treatments significantly increased gym attendance for a month at a cost of 75 cents total on average. I think that's great. I'm bummed that we didn't move basic science forward by figuring out which ingredients were the magic or the secret sauce. Instead, what we did is found pretty much everything worked quite well once we had reminders, small incentives, and planning. But that's a start. And I really like this idea of doing sort of more multifaceted and harder hitting things in the future. I'm really excited about social. I love Chelsea's comment, Bob's comment. I feel funny calling you Bob because I feel funny calling you Richard. You guys are like our heroes. You shouldn't have first names. Heroes don't get first names. That's not how that works. But I thought the point about family being a big effect is so important. I think emotions like awe. I thought the social belonging studies were really inspiring. And one thing that was a common thread that I saw, that study, one of the ways it seemed to have longevity is by promoting people to seek out mentoring relationships. And then those mentors lasted. Todd's done some really interesting work on these kinds of channel factors and riptides. Once you vote once, you get into these registries and people start calling you and harassing you and trying to get you to vote again. And I think if we can get people into those currents through our intervention, that may be one of the best ways we can have lasting effects. So maybe we need to think a lot more about what are those currents, what are the things we can get people latching onto, whether it's mentors. We saw the same effect in the diversity training program where we thought the benefit was going to be you would be more inclusive. Actually, women started reaching out for more mentoring. But maybe that's exactly what we should be trying to do, is just get people to latch on to other things that will tug them forward. And finally, I guess I want to say that one of the things I'm most excited about this project, well, the thing I'm most excited about is hanging out with all of you. This has been amazing. This is like, we talk about this all the time, how lucky we feel to have all of you in our family circle and our collaboration circle, how magical it is to get on the phone with you and brainstorm about ideas, and we really look forward to doing that in the years ahead. That's the whole reason we built this, frankly, is to get time with you all and insight from you all. But the other thing I'm really excited about is I do think this mega experiment approach to science is the right way forward, even if we didn't nail it the first time, even if maybe this wasn't the right DV for the first day, though I still think it was a great first project. I think doing these massive studies in parallel provides so much more opportunity for doing heterogeneity analyses, machine learning, understanding what people's trajectories are in the past to the future. And so I'm really excited about that. I hope some of you guys will get excited about doing mega experiments as opposed to testing a single hypothesis at a time, because I think it provides a lot of potential. Okay, I will stop there, and I'm going to pass the mic to Angela.
Okay, like the Oscars, I will be...
Can I say something in support of you guys?
Yes.
I think the word failure doesn't belong here at all. This was a monumental advance in knowledge. You declared everything in advance. I've been to so many conferences where it's a selective reporting of like this worked, that worked. Nobody knows what didn't work. Nobody knows like the effects of this. This could not have failed. So I'm really, really impressed with what you did. I don't know anything else.
Thank you. Danny said this is going to be the only thing that I never remembered for. So I implement that in the kindest way, in the most generous way, and I appreciate that. So like the Oscars, I will be brief. I do want to say thank you, in particular to University of Chicago, which paid for everything, and also in particular our University of Chicago team, including Valerie in the back, Caitlin, Dina, who briefly made an appearance, but she had a baby recently, so if you saw Dina and her baby, she's integral to the team. She's our executive director. Yeji, who is taking Danny Kahneman to the train, because We really don't want him to miss it. And Joseph, who has been a huge part of everything, including reminding me to get you to do your homework. We will grade Taylor's homework especially rigorously. We have funders to thank. That includes Eric Schmidt, 24-Hour Fitness, Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, Chive, I'm going to consider in-kind funder, and then Mark Leader at Sun Capital. And then finally, thanks to you, Katie wrote to me, oh, remember to thank them. Thanks to you. But I wanted to remind myself, I wanted Katie to do the closing remarks because, Katie and I are like sisters. We wear each other's clothes. We walk to work together. We fight like sisters. We make up like sisters. But this isn't really a 50-50 partnership. And really, what you're seeing here is, Katie Milkman energy. And I get to, tag along. So I want to thank Katie, and if we could give a round of applause for her.
Not true, Angela does.
Let's go to Shirley, we can think about that.
I always think of Angela as low energy.
Trying to catch up. I like to talk about working at the speed of Katie, and for those of you who collaborate there, you know what I mean. We have dinner here on site, and then there will be a trolley. Is it really a trolley? I think it's a real trolley. Okay, a trolley will take us to Freakonomics. The timing is in the program, and we really do look forward not only to seeing you tonight, but also to working with you in the year and years to come. Thank you.